Well, I thank the chairman. It's always a privilege to be on the floor with the senator from Rhode Island and to serve with him on the committee. So thank you for that. I would just say this. It has been nearly a year now since the events, the catastrophe in Kabul that claimed the lives of 13 service members, including from my home state of Missouri. This was a catastrophe of this administration's making. And it has been now nearly 2 weeks, maybe 3, since I began to enter into the record, page by painstaking page, this report undertaken by U.S. Central Command about that disaster at Abbey Gate in Kabul, about those deaths, not to mention the hundreds of American civilians who were left behind. I'm entering this report into the record so the American people can see it, because I cannot convince my friend from Rhode Island to hold a public hearing on this report. And I cannot convince the White House to stop their cover-up of the events at Abbey Gate and the role they played in it. And this is not for lack of trying. For months on end, I have come to this floor and asked for a public hearing on this report. I have asked my colleagues, I have written to the chairman, I have spoken to members of the committee who, by the way, say they have no objection. And just last week, the White House reached out to me and said, "What is it that you want?" And I said, "I want accountability for what happened in Afghanistan and Abbey Gate, and specifically, I want a public hearing on this report." To which the White House said, "It's up to the chairman." So I hope that we can make some progress on actually getting accountability for what happened for the service members whose lives were lost. And we can end this continual Vietnam-esque year-long effort to push this crisis out into the shadows, to ignore it as if it never happened, and to deny the American people the accountability that service members deserve. With that, I yield. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.